My son, Nathan, is 34 years old and was born with disabilities as a result of a virus I had during pregnancy. We've known since he was born that he had significant disabilities, and he's lived with us for the entire 34 years of his life. I think if we would have had to provide all of Nathan's care, Nathan probably wouldn't still be living at home. I don't think we would be able to do it without all the caring, compassionate respite providers we have. It's a lot to take care of him 24 hours a day. And because we have plenty of respite, we get a break as a couple, and that has probably saved our marriage.
All caregivers need a break from caregiving. And when we don't have caregivers that are healthy and can provide the care and that really are able to get breaks to keep them functional and free from stress, then everyone suffers. The Lifespan Respite Program is so important for Montana because Montana has over 130,000 caregivers providing care. That's 1 in 10 people. So lots of families are affected by the responsibility of caregiving.
I think sometimes just knowing that you're going to have a few hours to yourself, to do something for yourself, to be able to kind of just not think about anybody but yourself. I think that's the important part of respite, and having those good respite providers that you can just kind of walk away and say, okay, I know Nathan's being really well taken care of.
The respite care was beneficial to both my wife and I, and also to the people around me. I was a better person because I was more relaxed, had some of my own life. My wife benefited from the standpoint that she had someone else come into her life so that she wasn't constantly dealing with me, having me give her orders, tell her what to do, how to get dressed, and things like that. So I think both of us benefited from it.
The respite care that I receive in caring for Eugene is invaluable to me. It allows me to be able to go do shopping and run errands and get haircuts and have someone here with him. I don't have to worry about what's going on at home, or I don't have to worry about him. I can focus on myself for a few hours, and it makes my life easier because it gives me a break and an opportunity to just relax.
The economic benefit to Montanans in having caregivers provide care in homes and by family members is enormous. Over $28 million it would cost the state of Montana to provide this care. And people are with people that care about them in their own environments, and that's important for their well-being.
At first, when I was diagnosed, I had a sharp pain in one leg. Then it became more difficult to walk. I depended on a cane to walk. Then that didn't work as well anymore. I needed a mobility scooter. When I had difficulty getting on and off the mobility scooter, I knew I was in trouble. I think when you find yourself unable to do a lot of the things that you have done all your life, you need help. But I think the emphasis that I've seen the past few years especially on keeping people at home and keeping that independence as long as they can is a very significant thing.
Respite is really a good thing for me because I can get out of the house, I can go to the store, I can go get what I need, I can go get Larry's pills, I can do whatever, and then I get to talk to a woman other than just my husband, which is really nice. So I really like having them around. And they are sweet to me all the time.
There is a social benefit of caring for a loved one in their home versus an institutional setting. People like to be around their personal environment and their surroundings that they're used to. It's great for them to be around family and friends and get that interaction and social atmosphere. It's truly just really good for them to be engaged, and it's just a better quality of life.
When we realized that we had a child with autism that was going to have a lot of special needs, we were scared we had confidence that we could do it because you just tell yourself you can. But yeah, we really thought that we were going to need some help, and we were in eastern Montana, so where are you going to get that in a rural area?
I started doing respite care in Bozeman while I was in college, and I was trying to move back to eastern Montana to be with my family. And I heard of a great organization called DEEP, which is the Developmental Educational Assistance Program. And I got hooked up with a family that lived in the same town as I did, and that was the Harrises. And I was magnetically pulled to them right away. I enjoy them, I adore them, and I started working with Ella, and it was an amazing year that I worked with her.
Getting help for Ella and getting the care that she needs for a child with autism has been life-changing. She received the Children's Autism Waiver, and from that we have received respite care. Receiving respite care for us has been having somebody to go to the fair with us, having somebody to come to soccer games so that Ella can play soccer, and I can watch our other daughter play soccer, and I know that she's safe. That's really been life-changing for us. We would not be able to do those things if we didn't have help from somebody else that's skilled specifically. You can't just hire a babysitter for that kind of stuff with a child with autism.
Kathy is so willing to work with us. If we get into a bind anytime, Kathy's there for us. Her name is the first name on our emergency contact list. I'm not sure she knows that or not, but we just know that anytime that Nathan's with Kathy, he's having way more fun than he would be having when he was here with us.
I've gotten out of this respite care with Nathan way more than he's gotten out of it, as far as I'm concerned. And I never dreamed that would ever happen. But it's made me a better person and made me more open to others.
What I have for outside help essentially is my older son, if he's home and he's not at college, and my HAB aide, who also happens to be my one respite provider. She's semi-retired. She has her own family, so coordinating with her is a lot of work. And at the same time, I don't know what I'd do without her. I need her in our lives. She's our second mother. And I can't help but think of her that way.
Our stress level in our home is pretty high on a consistent basis. When you have a child with autism, there's many variables involved. One is behavior, second is medical, third, they like to run and do their own thing, get out of the house, run away. And so the stress level's high, and we have to find ways to manage that stress. I am very fortunate in Helena, Montana, that I can access students from Carroll College and train and hire them to work with my daughter, Mackenzie.
Well, I find this job very rewarding for me as a person because it just has taught me more life lessons than I think any lesson you can learn in school. It's life skills you can take and carry out throughout life and be a better person, motivation, and also just to be thankful for what I do have and what Mackenzie doesn't have. And it just teaches me to be more grounded in my morals and who I am as a person and how I treat other people.
For me, as a mother, to get a break every once in a while from Mary and the intensity of her needs, I can't even describe the feeling. It's relief, it's joy, peace, and it's also that for my other little children too, because they get a break from all of the stress. So to see, that they're happy too, and they get a break, that makes a mom happy.
Respite care is a very rewarding experience. Not only do you get to spend time with wonderful kids, but you get the joy of knowing that you helped a whole family. You get the rewards of helping other people, as well as yourself enjoying the time that you get with them.
It is so important for Montanans to get a break from caregiving. Caregiving is a huge, constant responsibility, and we Montanans are a proud group. We often don't ask for help from others, but it is important to recognize that we all need help from that constant care. And when we stay healthy and safe, we're better able to provide care for the people that we're caring for.
It's really important to keep our caregivers healthy, because if they don't take care of themselves, who's going to take care of their loved one if they find themselves in a position where they can't?
I was satisfied that I had done as much as I possibly could, but I was also happy that I realized that I couldn't be a hero and I had to get some help.
Taking that plunge and doing it is what every family needs to do.
Like my 5-year-old grandson misses him horribly when he's not there. Where's Nathan? Where's Nathan? So I just can't imagine Nathan not in our life at this point.
It went from survival to enjoying life and being able to be a mom again.
You need it because you emotionally will be devastated without it.
It's okay to need it, it's okay to want it, and it's okay to get it.